What if I told you the greatest story in football was not written in one night? This story started with a small boy in Rosario, a boy people said was too small, a boy who needed treatment just to keep chasing his dream, a boy who left home, crossed the ocean, and carried a football like it was the only language the world would ever understand. And now, at 39 years old, Lionel Messi has done something football may never see again. He has broken the all-time FIFA World Cup goals record, the same record that belonged to Miroslav Klose, the same record that looked almost impossible. Messi has now climbed above everyone, above legends, above generations, above history. But this is not just about goals. This is about pain. This is about rejection. This is about Barcelona. This is about Pep Guardiola. This is about Argentina. This is about the little boy who became the biggest name football has ever known. Chapter 1, The Boy from Rosario. Before the records, before the trophies, before the GOAT debate, Lionel Messi was just a child from Rosario, Argentina. He was not the tallest, he was not the loudest, he was not the strongest, but the ball listened to him. When Messi touched the ball, something changed. It looked different. Other kids played football. Messi understood football. Even as a child, he had that strange gift. The ball never looked like it was moving away from him. It looked like it belonged to him. But greatness never comes without pain. Messi's family knew his talent was special, but his body needed help. He needed growth hormone treatment. That treatment was expensive. And for a family in Argentina, the dream was not easy. This is where his story became different. Because many talented kids disappear because life becomes too hard. But Messi did not disappear. Barcelona saw what others could not fully understand. They did not just see a small boy, they saw a future that could change football forever. Chapter 2. Barcelona took the risk. Imagine being a child and leaving your home, leaving your friends, leaving your country, leaving everything you know. That is what Messi did. He went to Barcelona with a dream, but also with pressure. Because when a club helps you, when a family sacrifices for you, when people believe in you, you must carry more than your boots. You carry expectation. At La Masia, Messi was quiet. He was not the type to shout. He was not the type to talk too much. But when he stepped on the pitch, he spoke louder than everyone. One dribble, one turn, one left foot, one moment. That was enough. Barcelona gave him a platform, but Messi gave Barcelona an identity that became bigger than football. Chapter 3. The first signs of greatness. When Messi entered Barcelona's first team, football fans saw something new. He was not playing like a normal winger. He was not playing like a normal forward. He was moving like a ghost. Defenders could see him, but they could not catch him. He would receive the ball near the touchline, then suddenly he was inside the box. 1 second he was surrounded by 3 defenders. The next second, he was gone. And this is where the world started asking, who is this boy? Ronaldinho saw it early. Barcelona fans saw it early. The football world slowly started to understand. Messi was not just another talent, he was the chosen one. Chapter 4. Pep Guardiola changed everything. Then came Pep Guardiola, and this is where Messi's career moved from greatness to football mythology. Pep did not just coach Messi, Pep unlocked Messi. Before Guardiola, Messi was a magical winger. Under Guardiola, Messi became the center of the universe. Pep looked at him and saw something different. He saw a player who could score like a striker, create like a midfielder, dribble like a winger, and think like a coach. That is why the false 9 role became so dangerous. Messi dropped deep. Center backs followed, midfielders panicked, fullbacks moved inside, and suddenly Barcelona had destroyed the whole defensive structure without forcing anything. That was the beauty of Pep and Messi. Pep created the system. Messi gave the system a soul. Xavi controlled the rhythm, Iniesta painted the spaces, Busquets protected the brain of the team. But Messi was the heartbeat, the final pass, the final shot, the final nightmare for every defender. Chapter 5. Barcelona became football art. During the Guardiola era, Barcelona did not just win. They humiliated teams with beauty. They made football look unfair. Opponents were not just beaten on the scoreboard, they were beaten mentally. They chased shadows. They touched the ball only when Barcelona allowed them. And in the middle of it all was Messi. Small body, silent face, deadly left foot. Every big night had his fingerprint. Champions League nights, El Clasico nights, finals, records, goals that made commentators lose their voice. This was the period where Messi stopped being compared to players of his generation. People started comparing him to history. Maradona, Pelé, Cruyff, Ronaldo Nazario, and later Cristiano Ronaldo. But Messi's game was different. He was not only a scorer, he was a creator. He was not only a finisher, he was the beginning, middle, and end of the attack. Chapter 6, the Argentina pain. But every great story needs suffering. For Messi, that suffering came with Argentina. At Barcelona, he was loved like a king. With Argentina, the love was complicated. Finals came. Pain followed. 2014 World Cup final. Copa America heartbreaks, criticism, doubt. People said he could not do it for his country. Some even said he was more Barcelona than Argentina. Imagine giving everything, carrying your country, reaching finals, and still hearing people say you are not enough. That pain almost broke him. There was a time Messi walked away from Argentina.
No es para mí. Lamentablemente lo busqué, era lo que más deseaba. No se me dio, pero creo que ya está.
But legends do not end their story in silence. He came back because deep down he knew one thing: the story was not finished. Chapter 7, the World Cup that changed everything. Then came 2022. Qatar, pressure everywhere. Messi knew this might be his last real chance. Argentina lost the first game to Saudi Arabia. The world laughed. Critics came back. People said the dream was finished before it started.
Where is Messi? Where is Messi? Where is Messi? Where is Messi?
But Messi responded the only way Messi responds, with football. Goal after goal, moment after moment. He carried Argentina through pressure, through fear, through chaos. Against Mexico, he saved them. Against Australia, he controlled the moment. Against the Netherlands, he gave everything. Against Croatia, he danced with the ball like time had stopped. And in the final against France, Messi completed football. That World Cup did not just give him a trophy, it gave him peace. It removed the last weapon from his critics. The boy from Rosario had finally brought the world home. Chapter 8, but he was not done. Many players win the World Cup and fade away. Many legends reach the top and slowly disappear. But Messi is not normal. Even after completing football, he continued. Inter Miami, Argentina. More records, more moments, more magic. And then, at 39 years old, he arrived at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, still carrying hunger in his eyes. People thought he was coming for a farewell. Messi came for history. Against Algeria, he showed the world that age cannot stop genius. Then against Austria, the moment arrived. The record was waiting, the world was watching, and Lionel Messi scored. Goal number 17, the record was broken, then he scored again. Goal number 18, now he was not just level with history, he was above it. This record is not like scoring in one league. This is the World Cup, the hardest stage.